It's like
Yeah, we talked yesterday.
Yeah, he put the videos on.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Let's see. I would suppose based on like let's see, from what I'm seeing right now, it reminds me of Prison Number 3. It will probably be whoever is Slacker Blue.
Wait, why do
Blue. Ding, ding, ding.
The winner.
Prisoner number 3.
Oh,
All right,
hold on.
admins change his name right now.
I'm the
So
new
you
prisoner
paid
3.
$2,000 for him?
Well, I think
$1,800, not
$2,000 to like $2,000 to like go into prisoner challenge. I didn't think the fish bucks were real money, or like I thought they didn't have any value outside the house. It turns out they did have value outside the house. So I guess that was one of the very few things that wasn't bullshit about Fishtank. So I was like, oh well.
Yeah, that freaked everybody out when you did that, bro.
Bunny, is it turned back up?
No, he was acting. That was your
Okay.
that was like your Dateline acting.
Oh,
Willie, do you want to continue?
I do, yeah. So, how excited were you to find out, Burt, that the show is being uploaded on Hulu? How exciting was that?
The Hulu thing, when I thought it was on Hulu, I was like, oh shit! Like, I was also surprised that like it was being broadcast to Hulu this early. Because from what they said in the contract, I thought it would be like during the summer they'll cut and paste everything, edit the stuff into like a cohesive narrative, and then release it during the summer. So when it was like saying, oh, like we're on Hulu, like just a few days in the project, I was like, well, that's interesting. But I didn't understand. Based on the fact that I have no real concept of how reality shows work, I assume that maybe this reality show just works faster. So I did think that was interesting, but I just kind of like, so okay, that's the way it is. But then when they told about the whole fish tank reveal, it pretty much killed my trust in production completely. And I couldn't believe a fucking word they were saying. But I kept going along with it because I felt like that was the thing I was supposed to be doing, just go along with it like improv, so to speak. Even if I didn't actually trust what they were doing or thought it was nonsense, I just like I felt like do it anyway because apparently it's somehow important.
Yeah, the computer was the first. You were the first person that the computer spoke to in the house, and it kind of took a liking to you in the beginning of the show. How much of the computer did you believe? Did you believe it could monitor your heart rate or tell your water weight or things like that?
That was the part that I thought was really odd. I was like, I thought it was just making like a visual guesstimation based on like my sporadic movements or like my outward appearance. I was thinking, how the hell could it possibly do all that just by observing and not like actually measuring anything significant? Like, I thought maybe it's some crazy new methodology, or it's just making an estimate based on visual appearance. So I was trying to figure out the methodology and the process it was using to make these calculations. So it was fascinating to me, like how this computer worked. Since I have a degree in data science, it was like wondering, this is interesting. How does this thing work? But then they said it was the audience fucking with us. I was like, oh my god. Well, that's why none of the things it was saying seemed to make any logical, consistent sense.
Yeah, one of the first things that you started thinking about the show was that it was a male dating show for conservative males, right? What was the thought process? Obviously, we already know. A lot of us know what the thought process was on it being a gay male dating show. But if you could just run us through that thought process on why you believed it was a gay male dating show and why the house was used for like police training or something like that.
In the beginning, I was perturbed by how there were more males than females in the house. And then after doing like a closer like inspection of the house, I realized the whole mansion seemed to be like a male oriented type of dynamic, with the books in the den, the bar, the gym, the bunk beds, the support the troops, Blue Lives Matters, National Rifle Association stickers. I mean, this all gave off a major bro dude vibe. And also the dude wipes initially. So like it just had a really masculine type of vibe to the point where it's like I was wondering why are the women here? Like would a woman be comfortable living in this mansion? So I feel like the focus was like whoever the audience was or like the dynamic of the show was is clearly male oriented. And I was noticing that almost every one, like if most of the guys were getting somewhat of a queer vibe, except for Sybil for some reason. And so I was like, is this a? So therefore, like one of my throwaway thoughts was like, is this like a queer male dating show or something? And then I think that just took a life on its own. And I think the production was going out of their way to like gaslit me into thinking that it was some type of like queer related thing. I guess I play into like this throwaway thought and then running away with it, like having a life of its own, and purposely like sending messages or like fucking with it with the whole environment and the vibe to make it seem like it was queer oriented.
What was your thought on Teddy just magically leaving the house, falling and breaking both of his wrists? How did that make you feel?
Yeah, that really genuinely upset me. Like that to happen at all. It's just so random and sudden, and didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Ted first, which made me really upset.
Have you gotten a hold of Teddy since leaving the house, or?
Yeah, we talked briefly on the phone.
Nice.
He seems to be doing well. I guess there might be some issue between, I guess how he's being perceived online. I guess in social media for the being on Fishtank. I haven't been able to like see too much of his content or like what people are saying, but I get the vibe that it was overwhelmingly negative.
I don't.
I love you.
I don't
love you,
think
Burt.
so.
I love you.
Yeah, I
Burt.
don't know if there's a lot of hatred towards Teddy. I think, if anything, is probably a lot of animosity towards Teddy because a lot of people would have loved to have been in Teddy's spot, and he essentially just made a quick slip of the tongue, when he was talking that ultimately cost him the show. But I don't really see a whole lot of hatred out there for the man. So Teddy, if you're watching, we all love you out here, and that's the truth.
We're sorry Sam dragged you out so abruptly.
Yeah.
Jobe.
What's up?
So, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I think Joe was responding to like his roommate or something.
All right.
Go ahead,
No,
Wyatt.
I heard somebody say Jobe.
After
No, there's nobody.
So they did the whole the rug pull on the show. The night that Smack left, they introduced all of you guys to what was actually Fishtank. What was going through your mind when Sam kicked over the TV and essentially said all of you guys need to start counting rice?
I was like, that was a major what the fuck moment for me. I was like, the hell? He smashed the TV and we're counting little bits and pieces of rice. I'm like, is this for real? Is this what's happening right now? I was like, what the hell is this? It didn't make any like any sense. I was like, okay, they me and Sybil were like trying to count the rice together. And at the same time, I noticed that TTS was giving all kinds of random numbers, like I guess to confuse me, including using my favorite prime number 7 repeatedly, like 77777. I was like, what the fuck? It just seems so weird and confusing. I was like, what the hell is going on? And the whole fish tank reveal, it was like the fuck moment.
What was your reaction to like say like the JJJs or the circumflexes or the
vertical bar?
Do you think those had any meaning at any point in the show, or were they just there for spam?
The thing is, I was noticing those things were kept repeated a lot. I thought maybe it was like code for something initially, but then it became clear it's just random nonsense. But it didn't follow any type of consistent logical order. They just repeat like JJJ, GGG, circumflex, vertical bar like multiple times. To where I was trying to figure out if it meant something, but I realized it's just random noise.
Yeah. And then Alexis left the show. I think it was either the day after or the following day after the rug pull, and you guys ended up meeting up with Connor and Jobe came in on the same day. What were your opinions on Connor and Jobe when they came into the house?
Well, I think Connor I met first, but I was in the prison cell. I mean, it was in the I guess the timeout room and dressed as a prisoner because I lost the horseshoe challenge with Sybil, and Sybil was a guard. I was prisoner. I met Connor. He looked very familiar at first, but after checking my phone, when I left the tank, I realized that we have not actually met in person or even chatted. I guess he just has one of those faces that looks familiar. Like, but I did think he looked weirdly familiar to me. I thought he was like very attractive. Someone was like, why is he here? Like, not having new people in the fish tank was something I was not. It was a novel thing, like a brand new thing to me, because like I thought we were just have to compete, the 12 of us, the 12 of the contestants against each other. But I didn't respect that new people we brought into the mix when older people started leaving. So I was like suspicious of him. And then with Jobe, he said that he told us a weird story that he set up a modeling account online and that he was hired by the Fish Tank production team to be a male model despite not having the stereotypical look of a male model, which was really suspicious. And then he said Kamala Harris was president, and I could tell by the way his eyes and mouth moved that he was lying. And for that point, it's like I couldn't believe anything Jobe said, especially the name Jobe, which didn't seem like an actual name because I heard of Job from the Bible, but it's spelled Job. So like the combination of all those factors just made Jobe inherently suspicious to me. No offense, Jobe.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, did Connor give off any like queer vibes or bisexual vibes or anything like that at all?
Maybe I was just really horny as fuck since I haven't like had sex in like weeks. So maybe I think I was probably like just imagining everyone having a queer vibe, even when they probably did not. But he did look insanely handsome. So I was like wondering if, and also he stays from Jersey, and he did look familiar to me. So I thought maybe he was someone I might have hooked up with before and just don't clearly remember. But after a closer inspection on my phone and like researching Connor online, we have not actually met at any point there where like I can ascertain from like search history or my phone messages or emails.
Have you seen the homoerotic Connor wrestling videos that are out there?
Oh, those I have not had a chance to see yet. But
I'll be sure
thanks
to
for letting me know.
send
We'll
them
send
over
those
to you,
over,
my man. Yeah. So shortly after Alexis left, and then the cell started. What was your thought process going into the cell? Did you think that you'd be able to stay off as long as you did?
Well, I realized that I could probably just stay in the cell for like 5, 6, maybe 7 days, just continuously, because I had like amped up energy, and as long as I kept dancing, moving, not like let myself get too exhausted, I could probably sustain the cell for as long as possible. Um, but I was in the cell initially because like that was the challenge we're supposed to do, and also I was developing a really bad habit of like being away from the crowd when like major significant events happened. So like since everyone was in the cell at the time, I just kind of waited it out. And I was initially gonna leave when like more people were out of the cell than in, and that it was just like me and 3, 4 people. I probably would just like left out of boredom, but I didn't want to be away from the crowd. But then, the like drama started happening, and then I kind of like was even determined just to stay as long as possible, just finish it all the way through.
There
and
was
if it hadn't been for that thing,
no. Go ahead.
If it wasn't for the whole fighting with the fish thing, I think I probably would just easily won that challenge purely out of just like endurance.
Yeah, you squeezed the hell out of that fish, man. You
Yeah, you did.
pulverized it in your hands.
Yeah. I guess
there was a point in the cell though where you were facing the camera and you started to almost like cry. It seemed like you were crying a little bit. What was going on at that point?
I think after not sleeping all night, it was kind of like getting absolutely frustrated. I was trying to like clean and organize the cell to make it more like sustainable for me to save for like multiple days at a time, because I assumed at the time that we were going to be staying for like 5, 6, 7 days. So I was trying to make it as clean as possible in the beginning because I knew at some point it was just going to get even more of a shithole. So I was trying to make sure that like it'd be comfortable for the other people in the cell and also for myself. But then it seemed like they were deliberately fucking shit up on purpose and disrespecting all the work I was putting into it.
We were.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry if I upset you. Where I was like at the end, where I was like, I want to play my game. You get to play yours. I feel like that kind of set you over. Also, here's a little secret. I also had a lighter in my backpack that could have set a fire if I wanted to.
Is that Wyatt?
Yeah, what's up, Jobe?
Yeah,
Were you going to set a fire?
I was gonna do something, but I didn't get enough time. I didn't want to bring too early.
Fuck it. Burn them.
Oh wow. Oh wait. I'm curious why now that I actually have a chance to talk to you directly. Did you know what Fishtank was when you got into the cell?
Yeah, I've been friends with Sam for a long time.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, I was like wondering like who you were and like why you just I remember like after the cell chance I didn't see you again and say you left. And that was like the first time I thought like a freeloader just left the show like after less than a day, which I found interesting.
Sam invited me on. Sam reached out to me to go on.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that we were able to clear the air now and that we can have a chance to reconnect.
Yeah, no, we should definitely hang out. For sure. I've got someone else who's involved who wants to hang out with you too. So if you're down at the end of the month, I've got some. I'm pretty close to you, so we can definitely meet up. And also, I think people are interested in doing some sort of charity event. If you're interested in a charity to get something going, so I'm down to work on that with you. Also, if you're interested in a documentary or something, I think I also have some people interested in that too.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes,
like, I'd like to get more
we're all
exposure.
down to watch that.
We have
That'll
some
be
big
awesome.
plans in the works.
Yeah, you are a
High value individual.
High value is a very
VIP, if you will.
VIP.
And the nigga here is crazy.
You've got a great
You are
tapestry of
truly
your
a
life.
little golden boy.
Yeah, you are your character to put it simply. It's you're a golden child.
Burt, you're the current it girl.
Yeah.
Chosen. You're chosen one. You're basically Neo for the Matrix.
He's actually Morpheus.
Morpheus.
I was going to say like the queen bee of like Fishtank, the Regina George of Fishtank.
You are.
You're the HBIC of Fishtank.
I've got someone who wants to come in. Who should I DM? I've got someone very important who wants to come in.
Yeah, we can move somebody real quick.
Hey, I'm about to leave y'all. I'm going back to the bar. Love you, Burt. Love you, Jobe. Y'all have a great night, bro.
Bye, Quan.
Have
a good night, Quan.
Have a good
night, person. Crash out.
Wyatt, are they ready to join like right now?
Yeah, can you get into the interview channel now?
Yeah, see if they can get in.
I've got someone who I think Burt would really like.
You want to put him in like ATF? I'll pull him in.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Should be. It's tomorrow. Is the username.
There's already tomorrow in there.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tell them to join ATF chat and we'll pull them in here.
They're in ATF
They're in ATF right now.
Oh,
Obviously,
I'm just curious. Is your name the Schwitz Poppy thing?
No, that's me. I'm the attractive
the
one.
interviewer.
Hey, how you doing?
Let's see. This is I'm like trying to like see where everyone is on this whole array of like usernames.
Oh, there's a lot of names. There's a lot of names.
I just pulled them tomorrow for you, Wyatt.
It helps if you put it in the
They
grid.
need perms. Hold
Oh,
on.
let me see.
Yeah, they're working on that.
Grid.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
you're
that's
happy
better.
to see 'em.
So
Yep.
after the cell, they brought in Gene and Jeff. What was your takes on Jeff and Gene? It seemed like Gene really liked giving you a bit of a hard time on the show.
I feel like Gene was like kind of like helping me in a way, like giving me advice in a way that wasn't super like straightforward, but I could like pick up the vibe that she was genuinely trying to help me. And I guess like kind of like toughen me up a bit in terms of like not being so like sensitive about like things that are going on in the fish tank, because I think one of my concerns was like I didn't want to like risk pissing someone off because I didn't want to put my like get myself in trouble for like elimination. It's because from what I gathered at the time, freeloaders had the ability to vote against people, the contestants in the house, which I guess was a concept that they later dropped since because as I remember now, not a single freeloader had the ability to like vote anyone in the house during any of the voting elimination challenges we had. It was always just the contestants voting each other out. But Jean was definitely trying to help me, but she gave me the advice of like labeling things that belong to me, or like making sure that I secure things and not like leave them around for someone to just take.
Mm-hmm. Going from that, that led into the prison guard, where you were the warden of a prison, and you really wanted to be a prisoner because that allowed you to play out your bad character, right? You really wanted to be the bad guy right there. What was it? Was it specifically inmate number 3 that made you want to go down there, or did you just really want to just be like, you know, the big bad black man in the yard, you know?
One of my one of the things I loved to, like I repeatedly said while I was in Fishtank, was like wanted to play the bad guy role, especially one that seems like a good guy in the beginning, but then evolves into the bad guy, or is revealed to be the bad guy the whole time. So I like playing antagonistic, villainous roles. So I was like start off as the warden, so to speak, but then I went undercover as like a prisoner, and it kind of allowed me to just have a playful time with some of the prisoners, especially prisoner number 3, who I just like to tease and torture because I found it amusing, and the fact that he felt so genuinely uncomfortable just made me laugh. Like it was like really playing to the whole prisoner like prison bitch fantasy that I was like trying to enact. I wasn't actually gonna try like do anything like I wasn't gonna like rape him or molest him. It was just like the role I was into, like the whole predatory prisoner thing.
Would you have made him hold your belt loop, or like make him drop the soap, some things like that? Soap check him.
If it went on longer, I would probably like playfully makes like flirtatious suggestions to like drop the soap, just to like keep the whole prison vibe going. I was a bit sad that it didn't last as long because I thought it's gonna like last overnight. At least that's what I was like assuming based on like the cell challenge, how that lasted overnight.
After the prisoners escaped, and they essentially ransacked the house, Symbol was very adamant on trying to get them out, and I feel like you were a little upset that they were leaving.
I was trying to like I guess like maintain the prisoner pretense that I was undercover as, and I thought if I just broke character, then it would have been like not ideal. So I tried to maintain the prisoner act while trying to convince him to go down the stairs or out the door as a prisoner. Because I remember Alex, Emily was prisoner X, like the silent one. He broke character as soon as we got to the top, and I didn't want to like do the same thing. He wants to like maintain the prisoner vibe. So while everyone else was being more antagonistic towards the prisoners to get them out, I was trying to be persuasive.
Nice. And then one of the other questions was when Alex's wife showed up. What was going on when Alex's wife showed up?
In my head, I was like, "Is this for real, or is this like more? Or is this reality show nonsense?" Because it seemed like reality show nonsense. Because like I didn't believe that woman could actually be Alex's wife, especially since I thought that he was like separated. So the fact that and also the fact that they would actually have Alex's wife show up in the fish tank when like at that point no other family members or even friends of any of the fish tank contestants have showed up to the house, which made me feel like, yeah, this is bullshit. This is not real. But I was like,
were you surprised? Were you surprised when you saw Alex's wife for the first time?
Yeah, I was like, I thought, who is this person? Like, is she another freeloader / guest, or is she like someone that's gonna be a part of the show? She just seems so extravagant, larger than life. To the point was like, this has to be like some other actor.
You can say that again.
We have another person that you really like in here.
Yeah. So real quick before we get into that, so Alex's wife freaked out on him, right? And then said, "I'm not leaving unless you send Binx home." So they sent Binx home, and then after they sent Binx home, the fake sending Binx home, and then I'm sorry, they sent Binx home, and then Binx came back. What was your reaction to that? And then I have something actually super important I want to ask you about.
Okay. When Binx left, I was like shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, she left. But then she came back. I was like, the fuck? I was like, what the hell is all this? Like, she left the house but was allowed to come back. The thing that was confusing to me because I thought the rules were we could not leave the house, otherwise we were out of the game. So like that was like at a point where I realized like the rules of the show are just completely arbitrary and they can change on a whim whenever the producers feel like it. And then so when Alex left for the next day, I thought this was more of the same bullshit from from the night before, that he was gonna leave but then come right back just like Binx did. So when he didn't come back, it really hit me that this was real, and I felt horrible because I felt like I didn't fight hard enough to keep Alex in the tank, and I was kind of like not very responsive when he left because I thought it was just more reality show bullshit. I didn't actually think it was real.
Well, you did lose your baby bro that day, but I feel like you also gained someone you would consider a lover, someone that really kind of helped you along your way in your hero's quest. You know who I'm talking about? Frank, that's right.
Yeah,
who's right in here?
Someone who's here
see
right
him?
now.
Well,
Do you see him, Burt?
we have a surprise for you, Burt.
Oh man,
we have a big surprise, buddy.
Welcome, Frank.
Can you see me,
Hey,
buddy?
Frank.
Wait,
Can you look at all the cams right now?
What's this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hey, bro.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I need nicotine for this.
No fucking way.
Fucking Frank.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got all these orbiters now.
Is that fucking Wild Randy?
That's Wild fucking Randy.
I believe so.
You're locked in here with Wild Randy now.
Wild
fucking
Randy.
Randy. Wild fucking Randy.
All right, guys, let's let Frank and Burt reconvene real quick.
Pretty good. I don't know if I have anything in particular to talk about, but it's nice to talk, Burt, after the craziness that happened.
Yeah.
Sorry I had to break your heart.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, it made for good drama. So like,
It was very good.
it's all one
drama.
under
I
the
think
bridge.
Some of the best.
Yeah. Because I guess like, I mean, I was trying to like, also have like a bit of a love storyline, so to speak, on the show. So like, I was glad I was like able to finally live that out and then go through the stages of like meeting someone new, falling in love, so to speak, and then like the heartbreak, and then the moving on part. So like I was able to go through. Glad I was able to go through all those stages, although it was a bit faster than I anticipated.
Yeah, it was like 36 hours. We were like together, and then we broke up, and then we got back together, and then I was forced to leave.
Yeah. But I appreciate you breaking my heart, so to speak, so that it could allow me to gain the respect back in the house.
Yeah,
After
it seemed
actually
like
alienated everyone.
it seemed like a good arc for you to have. I think to like when we box, for you to like kick my butt, and then you got you regained favor, I guess, with all the people in the house.
Yeah.
All your friends and stuff. That seemed like necessary to me.
It was very good.
Frank, is there any way you could turn your mic up?
Yeah, one sec. Let me see.
Very quiet.
Burt, you took a liking. You took a liking to Frank fairly quickly. As a matter of fact, like I believe the first night Frank was in the house, you smelled his shoes.
You did smell my shoes. Yeah, that was.
And I think you licked the sole of his boot as well.
Can you tell us a bit about
Is that a bit?
the scent of Frank's boots?
It smelled like nice, mild foot odor. Although I assume he was wearing lots of
I'll
socks.
say that it's very stinky.
Yeah.
I think I turned up my mic volume. I don't know if is it louder. Yeah. I'll say that my shoes do not smell good at all. Very pungent.
Burt, you guys had some beef on the show, but obviously this guy broke your heart. It was probably very the time was probably very hurtful. But are you guys friends now? Is the bridge is being rebuilt? Would you call Frank a friend now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem with anyone on the show post Tank, because I realized that it was, we were all just playing it up for the drama. That we had to be entertaining, engaging, interesting, and fun to watch for the audience. So the fact that season 3 was considered the best season yet, I say mission accomplished.
I think, Burt, that you have probably the best mindset of anybody who's ever been on the show, because you actually want to be entertaining and create content and drama.
Amen.
And you seem to have a good handle on what people want to see and what people like, which I feel like 99% of the people on the show are just kind of clueless. But you locked into that fairly quickly and were constantly doing stuff that was entertaining and interesting. And that I think that was awesome. They need more people like you, because most people just want to kind of sit there and do nothing. And you're you engage with the challenges or whatever's going on, with the TTS and anything that's happening, you're there doing something. You're involved somehow, and I think I thought that was really cool. It was
watch
awesome.
Burt do dishes, and
Burt was great. Burt was the best.
He was always gold, Burt. He was always gold. They struck gold with you, and it's not like a name that they gave you. You were the best person they could have ever gotten on that show.
Yeah, you're definitely the best fish of all time.
Frank, what was your favorite Burt out of all of them?
My favorite, I liked it when he was painted gold. I thought visually that was insane. I think that my favorite thing Burt did was when he went out into the woods with Xavier. I was watching that in the basement.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, and that was
starting off in the woods with
Burt. Yeah, do you want to bird off together? Yeah, that was so funny. It was, and some of just the shots of you running through the woods and
what did you think of that? What did you think of Xavier and that?
Yeah, was that a much needed break getting outside like that?
Yeah, it was interesting to finally get outside. I thought it was a trick to get me to be eliminated, and then meeting Xavier, and then the whole spellcasting thing. I felt like we were gonna switch genres from Fishtank to Raven's Blood, blood games. It was really confused me. It was what the fuck is this? We're so we went from Famous House to fishing. Now we're doing this Dungeons and Dragons shit. I was what the fuck is this show? So understand the logic. But then now I realized, it was the spin-off series, Blood Games.
Yeah. 2.5. I'll say there was a Burt moment that nobody got to see besides the people in the basement. I guess I probably can talk about it. People kept calling the cops, saying Burt was being held against his will and all this crap. And right after I got taken out, and right before I got my Uber, there were 2 cops in the basement, and Burt came down to talk to them in his underwear. And And at first, he thought the two cops were strippers.
Yeah.
And then I think you started flirting with one of the other cops, and it was really funny.
The Hispanic one.
Yeah. You told me it was
cop?
weird or
He
something.
still
It was
remembers.
really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was
the cops were just there to like do their jobs. You're like, oh, you kind of cute.
Yeah, and there was the one morning, Burt, where you woke up really early and you stole like all of the blue balls and wrote your name on all of them, and then all of the empty soda cans and plushies. You went into grave detail about how attractive the cop downstairs was.
Yes. Oh yeah, he was really hot.
That might have been
I
the same
actually
thing.
have 2 fish bucks that he signed.
Oh,
you do? That's awesome.
Yeah, I
I'll
do.
pay
Yeah.
$1,000 for that.
They
Well,
were
you
in
ain't
my
getting them.
possession for a long time.
Here,
I should have
this is
stolen
my
them.
this is a treasured possession. Is your business card?
Oh, dude, that's one thing I didn't like
Oh,
keep.
why?
Rare
That's
item.
good.
I don't think I can ever get rid of that. Like I'm so close to just keeping it in my
Holy
wallet
shit.
forever.
It's a
I
rare.
just feel like I met Burt.
Did you have to change your number because of that, Bert? Your business card, it's pretty well known now.
It's on his Google Doc, so
It's
it's already
still active. I don't like get rid of it. And I like the messages. This is like a little too much to answer. I wish I need to get like some type of like maybe like an assistant to like help me answer the messages and filter between the.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to hit you up.
Yeah.
Like a trillion people.
Bert, when you were, because you were suspicious for a while about it being a gay dating show, was there any member of the male cast or freeloaders that made you think like this guy's not queer? Why would he be on the gay dating show? Was there anybody that kind of like stuck out as like probably not being a queer man?
Sybil, definitely.
Sybil. Nobody else, really, just Sybil.
Basically Sybil.
What about Jobe? Did Jobe seem like
What
a
about
queer
me?
man?
What about me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say me too.
I thought you meant like in the beginning when there was 12 contestants.
Well, yeah, but I mean also entirety because you know they brought in all the other for the Famous House 2. There was a whole lot of other new men brought in and stuff, but you know entirely. Was there any other people who stood out to you as not being queer?
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I guess Jobe in a way because he didn't see.
God. Thank God.
I mean, no offense, your fashion choices were like basic and bland.
Oh my
And
God.
the whole male modeling thing, I knew that was bullshit. And I was like, what is he doing here? Like, like compared to Connor, who's more, I guess, like a conventionally attractive male model with major queer vibes. Jobe just seems.
Connor definitely had queer vibes.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the
gives you
queer vibes guy.
vibes? Like what are queer vibes?
Like or like guy who could play a queer character in a TV show or film type of vibe.
Okay,
and it
that
would
makes sense. Somebody that folds their hands when they talk.
Oh.
Somebody in the chat said, "What made me change my mind to break up with Burt?" And was it a last second decision? And no, that was kind of my plan from the beginning. Was to eventually break up with Burt, and it seemed like we had kind of run our course. Not run the course, but I had gotten Burt to like beef with all the other contestants, and it seemed like a natural progression. We had talked about it in the basement. I talked about it with Xavier a bunch, and we had decided kind of that it was just time to break up and just see what would happen and how that would go. And I thought it. The moment that it happened, I wasn't quite prepared, but it seemed like the right time. So I think it played out really well.
Was that a real cry, Burt, after that happened, after the breakup?
It was like a mixture of like real crying and also like trying to like play out the whole breakup thing because I realized like I just acted disinterested or like kind of like vague about it. That wouldn't it would just seem inconsistent with my characterization of how I was feeling towards Frank at the beginning. So I mean, I kind of knew that this was that the whole breakup thing was a little dramatic and sudden and random, but I realized I should just play into it because clearly that's the vibe we were going for. So Also, it was like genuinely shocking. So I decided just to like go with what the emotion I was feeling was. So it was like,
yeah. You laying on the mattress as it got popped and was deflating and air sobbing was such a funny part of the show.
Iconic moment.
I can't wait to watch their camera footage of that because I feel like in a lot of the rooms they're so big that a lot of Burt's like facial expressions are properly picked up by the cameras. So it'll be awesome to watch that moment from their footage because Burt's like, his eyes are popping out of his head. He's got tears running down his face. He's fucking pissed, ready to knock my block off. It was so funny to me.
Burt really is the most entertaining person I've ever met in my life. Like the fact that I was not bored for a fucking second in that cell.
Yeah, when he was lifting the weights.
To just everything, like he is magnetic.
Yeah.
Also, one of the funniest moments was you doing the fucking salute to the TTS sound. I had to like hide laughing because it was so good.
Hey guys, I'm gonna interrupt for a second. Binx wants to get in
okay,
here.
we got some people who want to join. We're gonna have to DC some of you guys. Don't come back in if I move you.
Can I just take a quick moment just to take caffeine? I'm starting to feel a little fatigued.
Yeah, man, go get some Pepsi.
It's pill time, guys. Pill time. Pill time.
Just be back in like about 2 minutes. All right.
Okay, no worries.
Hill time.
Oh, big
Binx, did you get in here?
I think we know.
Okay, there you are.
Actually.
All right, let me try to get Lexi in here, okay?
Yeah, Lexi's in ATF. Lexi's in ATF right now, yeah. Or she was. I don't think she's still. Oh, no,
I'm trying to move her in, but people keep
She's here.
leaving.
She's here.
Wow.
People keep coming back.
We got
I'm trying to get
this is
Lexi
like
in
a
here
big
right now.
family reunion for all you guys now. This is wild.
Family reunion.
Lexi, can you? Damn it.
reunion going.
It's been.
I'm gonna have to.
It really is.
Look, guys, it's like I'm in Fishtank now.
Binx, did you get suspended on Twitch?
Your
camera's on. We can see you.
Jobe, I sent you a friend
Lexi,
request.
I can't see me.
Lexi, if your camera works, turn it on, please.
Lexi
If
didn't
you
give
can
me
work,
any of
yeah.
her fish bucks, and I'm really mad about it.
What? Wait,
Dude, I lost my fish bucks.
We want to see your face for the
Alright,
stream.
no, okay. Well, I am driving, so give me a second.
Oh no!
Oh, okay, no
Wait in the parking lot.
You're good. You're good.
This is chaos.
It is. It is, Binx. It is chaos.
We weren't expecting everybody, but we're glad to have you guys in like now.
It's a beautiful moment.
I don't know if my
Yeah.
camera's even working.
Because we have right now, we have I think Lily, we have Lexi, we have Binx,
Jobe, Frank,
Wyatt.
Yeah, I got everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, this is.
Dude, Lily, we got
Frank,
Lily.
how did you
Holy
feel about
shit.
the pacing? Did you want it to go longer, or were you like happy with how it turned out? Because I know we talked about things, but were you happy with the pacing, or would you have liked to be there longer?
Wait, were you asking Burt?
No, I was asking you. Did you?
Oh, me? I did. Well, I did want to be in there longer, but I think once they kind of became aware of what like my purpose was on the show, it kind of takes a lot of the potency out of what I'm doing. Because it gets to a point where like if they know I'm there to agitate them, not a lot of things that I say are gonna matter. So I have to start like breaking shit and stealing people's stuff and like once it gets to like the throwing food section, I don't know how much more there. I mean, I guess there. I don't know.
Speaking of your exit, Frank, your last fall down the stairs. How bad was that? Because that seemed like that.
Oh, that sucked. I just yeah, that sucked.
An end game moment.
No, I didn't hit my head. I just hit the top of my back. And
hit your head though. There's a clip.
I hit. Oh, I grazed my head. I guess I didn't feel anything from it.
Did you go to a doctor afterwards?
He pushed you down the stairs.
He did not push me. I slipped.
No.
It looks like he pushed me, but it was basically he pushed me.
You guys don't understand. Every time there was milk on the ground, it was like ice.
My shoes have no traction, and I just ate shit like 2 times in a row.
How
it fucking sucked.
Alex B being like Dan Quinn? Was he like pretty much like Dan Quinn? Like
Kind of, yeah. Alex was awesome. Alex was so funny. He would just like
Yeah,
never.
bro.
He just never shut up. He just like could just like.
he did the thing. He did the whole
Alex
thing.
will, and Alex's thing was like he'll be in the room with you and like suck you off and tell you how cool you are, and then he'll immediately go to the next room and like talk shit about everybody who was in the first room and tell everybody in room number 2 that they're really cool, and then go to the next room and talk shit about everybody that he just talked to, and like
His stevia was his fucking monkeys. His pure stevia was his fucking.
Alex's Discord is really funny too.
Oh, it's pretty.
You can tell he's kind of
It's in
he
his
doesn't
third
know
Discord.
what's
Were
going
you
on.
there when he first?
Have any of you
made
guys
his
contacted
Discord?
him yet?
Yeah, I was in there. Yeah, I was
When
posting in there.
he made he had no mods.
Yeah, he had no mods, and he just people were
Yeah, no mods.
posting like
He lost 3
gifs.
discords. It was horrible.
Videos and
Yeah, people were posting gifs of like a guy fucking a rat. And like,
Everybody knows the rat video.
Oh, Frank, you have a very iconic back tattoo. Obviously, were you happy
Yeah.
with the organic, like how the
Yeah,
back
that was the
tattoo got
plan.
revealed organically? Kind
the,
of
well,
with
the
a t-shirt
plan,
rip?
the play was to tell them all like a sob story about somebody in my family dying in 9/11.
Yeah.
I remember when you said that. I remember when you said that. I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna reveal it, dude.
And then reveal the tattoo, and it ended up going really well because I think somebody just like,
organic.
ripped my shirt off.
I think Symbol ripped it. I think Symbol ripped it.
Yeah, it was.
I was like
Symbol.
fighting with 3 people, and Symbol came up behind me out of nowhere and just like.
My
Oh.
jaw dropped when that happened because I was like, I knew everything in the background, so I was like,
Yeah, it was funny to me.
Everyone in chat's saying to ask Burt, but obviously Frank knows about the Alex crash out. I'm sure Binx probably knows about it as well. But we're gonna have to ask.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
they're
ask
calling you
Burt
out.
about it. Well, of course.
I saw
There he
that.
is. Speaking of
They're calling you out
let's
specifically,
ask him.
Binx.
Are you
Let's
talking?
ask Burt.
Hey, what's up?
Burt, obviously, they've got there's a lot of your friends back here, but somebody's missing, and that's your baby bro Alex. Have you spoken to him after the show? Do you know anything about his situation currently? Do you know what's going on with him? Because there's some stuff that's been happening.
Alex, he reached out to me through text. We FaceTimed a few times. He seems to be doing okay. I think at least I gather he was traveling with his wife and stepdaughter. He just seems a little frazzled, but he seems genuinely concerned about me. So I'm glad that we're still cool and that we're still tight.
Do not give Alex any money.
Sorry?
I said,
Yeah, don't give him any
Alex
money.
any
Make
money.
sure you don't give him any money, okay? Please.
Yeah, Burt, did you know that Alex was alluding to like shooting up the Ball Brothers concert on his Discord?
Oh, that is not no.
He was making threats.
Yeah, he was flexing like a Glock, saying that he was going to go to the show and like
With the
make
switching,
something
too.
crazy happen.
Block with the switchy.
Okay, Lexi has her camera working now. Cool.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see you.
I can't see myself, but that's great.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, it's a little packed in here. That's probably why.
Lexi, do you regret leaving?
No, man.
What's this here?
No, not at all.
No,
I always wondered if you and LaRon, there's somebody else, right? There's like 3 people, or was it just you 2?
LaRon, Lexi, and
Smack.
Smack. Yeah, Smack. Yeah.
Smack was probably good.
Smack's still
probably-
on the walls, by the way. Actually, she's still in that house. I was gonna get her out.
I really want to know what Smack thinks about everything. I'd be really interested to hear like when she like got out and like Googled Sam Hyde, like what what she thinks about that.
To be a
I
fly on a
only
wall.
knew her for like 1 day, so.
Oh, you were there when she was there. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the day after you joined, Josh.
Smack does not deserve that torture. Let's be fair.
For real.
She seemed really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would have been funny, but I think the fear was that if she got really freaked out, she would get a bunch of people to leave with her, and then that would be bad for the show.
Oh.
Yo.
Burt, what do you
Hold
think? So, Burt, you're off the show now. You have a lot of new fans. You have a big new following. What's next for Burt? What is next for the Black Urban Rip Trainer? What's going on the next few years, the next few months? What do you got in the barrel for us?
I've been getting several opportunities to do more interviews, more acting gigs, and I'm trying to work with production to like really help clean up my image, establish content creation, safe for work content, and kind of like leverage the popularity that I obtained from Fishtank to produce better, like more consistent content, including the streaming, which I kind of did like a practice run earlier this evening on YouTube, and trying to get like a consistent like content posting schedule, like and streaming, and to like get materials necessary to do everything, kind of like organize my time so I can have time to engage with as many fans as possible, because like that's my main priority now, to engage with as many fans as possible. I'd like to arrange some type of like large gathering meetup place where I could like meet with fans, sign any memorabilia they may have, take photos with them, and maybe use the proceeds to like split among the contestants or freeloaders based on how well the audience took to them. Because since I wasn't able to get the 50,000, I only got like 15,000.
What was up with that? Why didn't you get the full amount?
They wouldn't. They didn't really give like, I guess I think the reason they gave is that they gambled it away in that whole casino thing, and therefore they didn't have the 50,000. So what they offered was the day rate plus the fish bucks, and I think possibly extra to what they said it amounted to 15,000, which I was like, okay, it's a little bit like a third of the original 50,000, but they did promise to like help me establish a more legitimate, safe for work acting career in content creation as well. So I'm like working with production as well to like really leverage the popularity for Fishtank to participate in other MDE projects and future seasons and spin-offs of Fishtank as well. So like it came to the what I thought was last person standing, or like the next big thing to become famous and to get my name out there. So I guess mission accomplished.
Yeah, when Sam had everybody in the den in like the first couple weeks of the show, and he said, "If you just work with me and trust me, I will make you famous." I don't think he was lying to anybody in the room.
Yeah.
How about this? There's a good idea, Burt. You can reach out to Manscaped. You can reach out to Dude Wipes and maybe get like a sponsorship with them.
Mr. Beast chocolate,
or like a Zip sponsorship, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is a great Burt. Did you like Zip? Do you think Zip tastes good? This has been a big contentious subject recently.
It tastes okay. I think it just could use more sugar. I guess because I'm like used to like sugary stuff like Pepsi. I feel like Zip is just a little bit.
It smells like a cleaning product.
I hate it so much. I hate it so fucking much.
I don't know. I kind of like it now.
We love Zip. Here,
I hate this fucking shit so much.
Drink Zip.
It has a peculiar flavor.
Hey, how does Zip actually taste? It's like cherry menthol, ain't it? I really want to try.
Oh, it's got a cigarette in it.
I think you have to try the carrot salad too.
How is Zip? Can we get a Zip review?
For me, well, it did energize me. I did notice that. So like the nootropics and
it has like the caffeine of like a Diet Coke in it, which I was
25 or 10 milligrams. How much is it? 25 milligrams.
25.
Oh, that low? Fuck.
Yeah, it's just, it says it's a micro dose of caffeine.
It's healthy for you, bro.
It's like like Peters designed it, like Ray Pete guys designed it, which I figured they'd put more caffeine in if they were Peters, but try the carrot salad.
The carrot salad's good. Put some coconut oil on all your food.
Hell yeah, yeah.
But I think you could definitely make a name for yourself. If you wanted to go like the Twitch route or the Kick route, just make sure you don't say any N-words on there.
Yeah, that would be
Don't do that.
Who would ever do that? Nobody would ever do that.
Like I would totally tune in to Burt playing like a homoerotic dating sim. Go on VR chat. Go on a gay dating VR chat. There you
Dream
go.
daddies.
I would watch Burt take out the garbage.
Yeah,
Burt,
we would watch
although you
anything-
didn't
anything, I don't
leave
give a
with the
fuck.
50K, do you still like would you overall rate your time as positive on Fishtank? Are you still leaving with a smile on your face?
The fact that I'm just happy that I actually was considered to declare the winner, and I got all the fame and the, I guess, notoriety of being on
Well, you
Fishtank,
deserve it, man.
the #1 contestant of all time out of all the 3 seasons.
Amen.
So the fan base, the following I got after, and the support and the love, it's like worth all the shit I went through on Fishtank.
Yeah.
So does this mean you're done with the
hate.
OnlyFans and sex work, Burt? Or are you still
Yeah.
going to do that?
I'm gonna put a close to the OnlyFans and sex work. I plan to shut down all the accounts by 2025. I just gotta like do some scrubbing of the content that's currently online. And
There's
try
a lot
like
of content online.
yeah.
'Cause that was the first thing most of us saw as fans. Like when we looked you up, right when we looked you up, we were like, oh, okay.
That made us like you more, Burt.
It did.
Yeah.
Bert, you don't have to answer it. This is literally just out of curiosity. What are the implants actually consisting of? Is it just saline bags, or is it like actually like plastic or what that you want to get removed?
Fuck,
Or
I don't
you
even
do synthol?
I don't even know the exact name of the material. It's like something that's like malleable that just conforms to my body like what's it called? Like it's kind of like bendable type of malleable substance, I think, that just moves as my body moves. So it's like I don't even notice it's there most of the time.
Did you
But
get
I
it
do
done in the US, or did you go to like
early
Mexico?
25.
Did you get that done in the US, or did you have to go outside of the country to get that done?
US, New York City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it worth
Binx,
it?
as the #2, do you have any hard feeling towards losing to the king here? Or do you think
No.
you deserved it?
Not at all. Honestly, Burt was entertaining 24/7. Like, even when people weren't around, Burt was still like, I would watch him. You know what I mean? Like, I would sit there and just watch him. I'd forget to be entertaining because I was just watching Burt. that clip, somebody made a fan art of me and Peyton watching the gold Burt.
Yes. Yes.
That was really funny.
Masterpiece.
You should see the one that Symbol retweeted.
It was like watching performance art. It was legitimately being there and just watching him was like it was like being at a performance art piece. It was so good.
Yeah,
Burt.
he's one of a kind for sure. Honestly, like whenever we had to pick someone to mess with, I was like, Burt, you're the one. We can make this great.
Burt, do you hold any grudges against Binx for throwing all those eggs at you by any chance, or is that kind of water under the bridge now?
Now that the show's over, like any drama that happened in the fish tank, I'm like,
you're good.
Well,
man.
as long as they create a great drama and content for the viewers, I'm okay with it. Because I realized that was the point of the whole fish tank the entire time, to be zany, wild, and fun for the audience to watch. So as long as we achieve that goal, which from what I gather we did based on like the high ratings of season 3 compared to the other seasons, then everything that happened, all water on the bridge. As long as they make good content, then I'm totally cool with it.
Is there anybody you really didn't like? Or anybody you really had beef with?
On the show, like
Yeah.
actually,
Who would Burt ring the beef bell on?
I guess like since I've kind of like moved past all the drama, I'm kind of like chill with everyone now. I guess does production count?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
guess.
Damn.
Oh, midnight.
Love that.
I guess at the time when we were like in the fish take, the fact that Jeremy, Jason, Sam was telling us all these different things and kind of acting a little rude and disrespectful towards us the whole time, especially to Binx late in the RV arc. I was getting really confused by a lot of stuff, and also that Diamond dickhead dude, which I know now realize his name is Alex Stein. He drove me crazy. I realized all of this was good content for the viewers. Them frustrating the shit at me made me react in ways that seem more interesting to the audience. So now that like the season's concluded, like all that stuff, I just look back and like, oh fuck, they did a good job. They really agitate me enough to get me to create good like comedy and content for the viewers. So as long as everyone was entertained and was tuning in and was engaged, then mission accomplished. No drama with anyone.
And honestly, Alex Stein is probably one of your biggest fans. If I wouldn't be surprised if he reached out to you. If he did, I would love to see you on his show.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I heard you in the VC in the other server last night saying that the excuse me, the Adam Friedland show had reached out to you. Are you going to be working with them soon?
Yeah, so many people reached out to me for like interviews. I just have to like organize like every single the ones I've received the interview request and try to see if I can fit into the schedule so I can do as many interviews as possible to leverage the popularity of Fishtank and to keep myself like ranking high and relevant in terms of like engaging with the fans. Because to me, it like maximum fan engagement is more important than money, as weird as it may sound. Like most people like would prefer money over fame. Me, I'm like the opposite. I'd rather be well known than to be super rich. Although if I can be both, that'd be ideal. But now that I realize that the strong, devoted, loyal fan base I have, I want to make sure I keep it going and also expand on it as much as possible.
Adam Friedland should be your highest priority, and that's not a joke.
Yeah, Wyatt's
Do
right.
the Adam Friedland show, 100%. Do the Adam Friedland show at the highest priority. That is your number one priority, is to do the Adam Friedland show if they reached out to you. 100%. Yeah.
Very big. Very big.
That is massive. The Adam Friedland show is huge.
Yeah.
Adam.
Laurent.
Oh, we got Laurent here.
Yeah, you should do the Adam Friedland show, Burt. That would be big.
Adam
Laurent.
Meet Nick.
Laurent just crashed my truck.
And Burt, if this guy John Tent asks you to come on his Twitter Space thing, be prepared for him to be hostile and very rude.
Also, be prepared for not understanding what he's saying because he has a list.
Yeah, he speaks like a different. He speaks English, but like it's barely English.
Oh, interesting.
He has like what I call a Fortnite accent.
He's he has like severe autism.
Binx, Burt, Jobe, since you all are kind of lined up right here together, I would say y'all three are probably the biggest contributors to the hair shaving challenge. Do y'all think y'all contributed enough? Do you wish you could have shaved more? Obviously, Burt, you didn't have a lot going in. I think Binx sacrificed a lot. Obviously, our boy Jobe over here gave a good bit. Going back, would you guys shaved more? Or are you happy with what you guys did?
I don't think Burt could have shaved any more than he did.
What else is there to give,
I liked hairless Burt. That was another Burt that was. Really
I could have
cool.
gave him my bush, but like I want to.
I also shaved my my dick and balls and my ass cracked. But
that was awesome.
Yeah,
I was
it looked so funny and without the mustache and with no eyebrows, no eyelashes, or not use eyelashes. But
that'd have been too much. That'd have been too much.
I remember that was the one thing my mother told me not to do before I went on the show, and I did it.
Jobe.
Yeah.
Jobe, how could you?
What'd she say when you got home, Jobe?
She was mad, but like nothing too crazy. Because I always used to joke with her, and I used to work at my family's place, my family's store, and she said if I ever shaved my head, she wouldn't let me come and work. So,
Let's say what up to Ron the Prince. He joined. What's up, Ron?
We got
Welcome, Laurent. Welcome.
We gotta get Dunya in here.
Hi, Binx. Hi, Burt. Hi, Joe.
Hey. Fuck dumb tits.
We need Dumb Gay in here.
I think we need Alex B in here, really.
Dumb Gay would ask for $20. Dumb Gay needs a $20 cash app.
We have some Alex too.
I think we need Alex B in here so we can clear some things up.
Yeah, I need to sell that guy a fire stick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, him and his wife are really not about it. I told them there's a reunion happening, and yeah, they're not about it. They're like, nope.
Hey, just so everyone is aware, you guys aren't getting paid for this interview, right?
Laurent, how do you feel about the victory? Are you like would that be like a winner you would have chosen, Laurent? Do you think maybe Binx should have come in the end and taken the number 2 spot? Like who do you think should have won? Are you happy with
Yeah, I'm happy with Burt winning, but I always thought it was gonna be Binx. But
Thanks, Laron. You always believed in me.
Ron looks like he's sitting on the OnlyFans set.
not yet, but coming soon.
Oh no.
The TikTok live background.
Right.
Laron, you gotta stop thirst trapping on Twitter.
Thank you for the galaxy.
Laron, you've been mad funny. Keep it up.
Oh, I missed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your whole Dunye thing was fucking hilarious.
It's honestly been beautiful to see all you guys kind of coming out in your own way and still making great content and just kind of just living with these horrible, disgusting fans that you all have now.
Yeah.
You're so horrible.
These evil people who are watching.
It's you guys got moments for you guys. I hope you realize that.
Some of the people on the show.
You guys,
I got recognized at a Best Buy today.
Did
no? What'd they say?
I love that for you, Jobe.
What'd they say? What'd they say?
I was just like hanging out at the Best Buy trying to buy something for my headset or headphones, and all I hear behind me was like Jobe. I turn around, just this white guy.
Because you went out in your skin. You have your Carhartt jacket and your bald head, and they're like, it has to be him.
I was trying to convince him to sell the Carhartt jacket.
Honestly, it would have been funnier if they were like Jet.
LaRon, I think everybody would have loved to have seen a LaRon Frank
that'd been nuts.
meeting of the minds. How do you think that would have went down?
I'm not gonna lie, that's like one thing I wish I was there for.
Yeah, that would have been probably pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know how it would have went, but
yes, you do. Don't be lying.
I brought it out.
Did you get to keep the speaker?
Huh?
Did you get to keep the speaker?
Yeah, I did. You know I did.
Oh yeah. Is it good?
You got the Switch too, right? Have you been playing any Switch games?
I got a security system. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Are you playing any Switch games?
Hell no, I gave it to my little brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh, good man, good man.
W.
Frank, is there anybody that you wish you would have maybe hassled more or less on the show? Since a lot of people are here?
I mean, obviously, Binx was the one that everybody,
that's what everybody was saying.
Everybody wanted, but it just didn't work out. I got Binx. How much about the show did you know about Fishtank before you were?
No, I didn't, but I started watching some of your videos, and I also watched Moms afterwards. And when I saw Moms, I was like, I've seen that before. Somebody showed me that video before.
He wasn't involved in that, but shout out, Guy did a bunch of Frank Castle's videos.
I don't believe that.
Shout out to the guy who did a bunch of Frank's videos. John
Yeah,
Pellick.
that was cool. Yeah,
Shout out to John Pellick. John Pellick is one of the reasons why Frank's in here right now. So shout out John Pellick.
Yeah, John is the man.
I love John Pellick.
Yeah, Jobe did a great job last night showing Binx a lot of the really kind of iconic Frank videos, like the boogie stuff and whatnot. Really,
I saw some of those clips on Twitter.
That boogie stuff, I can't. Oh man,
I guess that somebody leaked his messages that he was sending them the day that I went to his house, and he was like, "I'm gonna kill myself in front of him. I'll kill myself." It's like, dude, whoa.
Yeah, don't make me do this, Sam.
That sounds very unhealthy.
That's very
Sam, don't make me do this.
Is there going to be another boogie arc?
Didn't kill my shift.
I'll never go to somebody's house again, just because only like a real idiot would like come outside and like confront somebody who's at their house. But I want to go visit Darkside Phil at some point.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Please.
The hassle doctrine is one of the greatest lines I think.
Yeah,
ever.
I like that one a lot.
What happened with World of T-shirts? How come that was so brief?
World of T-shirts. Me and my girl went on his walking tour, and he does like these walking tours in New York where he shows you like historical sites, and you basically just go from like liquor store to liquor store to liquor store. So we did that, and it was a few hours of just like basically just like walking and drinking. And when I first walked up to him, I felt kind of bad just because he's like really like a fucked up little freak.
Yeah.
And
Would you ever
covered in, like,
collab with him?
scabs and like he was just fucked up. But he was just like really annoying. So I just started like stepping on the back of his shoes. He had like new Jordan 4s. So I started stepping on the back of his shoes.
Oh,
And
weren't you flicking him? Weren't you flicking him?
I don't think I flicked him.
That might be a different guy.
He's like stop.
Yeah,
He like limp wrist like smacked me. And so after I stepped on his shoes enough, he was like on edge. So I would just like walk behind him and talk pretty loudly so he would know I was behind him. And he kept thinking I was going to keep stepping on his shoes. So he was just like very like high stress and agitated.
Yeah, me and Big Daddy Lugnut almost went on that tour.
Oh, dude, it was full. We were going to go on it. It was actually full. I wanted us to go on it together.
Hey Burt, you just responded to my emails asking you to come for an interview, but that was for this here. I just got your
Yeah, I got so many interviews.
Thank you, though. I do appreciate you getting back to me. I do appreciate you getting, but that was for here, so it's awesome that you're here.
You guys are welcome. This was a John Pellick and me production for Frank.
Thanks for having me. Is Binx still here? I wanted to ask if she talked to that Discord guy.
Binx is streaming the DSPs.
The Bong Ripper dude.
Are you talking about Bong Ripper?
Bong Ripper.
Bong Ripper. With the leaked DMs. Yeah, I want to know about the leaked DMs.
Yo, did you leak that on purpose?
Tell us about that, please.
Binx, we all want to know.
It looked like it was on purpose.
I saw that. And
was that really him sending those messages?
Please tell me that's fake.
I mean, it was his name. I don't know if he typed them up, but like he doesn't seem to be denouncing them or anything. So yeah, I mean, I did not do that on purpose. But it was kind of a beautiful accident because it was really funny. But I mean, maybe not to him. He's not very happy about it. But I mean, so we're just laughing it off, I mean, the copy pastas, I will say.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Oh my god.
They're ChatGPT.
That was
I did a ChatGPT one.
I saw that, my stomach dropped of how bad that was. Like, oh god.
Oh yeah, we came in instantly.
I thought I witnessed a suicide.
Burt, I'm going back up through the chat. A lot of people have been asking, kind of typing up questions for us to ask you, and this is one that I've tried to been avoiding asking, but I am. The term "birding off" has become very, very famous, and obviously you are the sole proprietor of using that term. Are you proud of it? Do you own it? Do you own birding off? Are you proud that that's from you, and that we all got to watch and and send you TTSs during it? And
yeah, it's one of those things where like I didn't realize that like me birding off was actually going to be like signature move on the show. I mean, it was just like I just did it in the first few days just because it's something I normally do regularly. So I just also usually when I'm like stressed or nervous or just need to chill out.
We all do, Burt. We all do. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe they made me shake your hand after you were shaking your shit.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm the one that told you that you shook his hand right afterward.
Yeah.
Wait,
well, the first person's hand.
What happened? What was up with the jacket? You took Jobe's jacket into the bathroom for a long time and then came back out with it.
Gosh, take that off.
Yeah. That one I was trying to check his pocket to see if there's any evidence to try to understand how the show worked, and all I found was like his receipt for his airplane ticket, which said his name.
Yeah.
I'll try to figure out what that was. So don't anything filthy to your jacket. I was just trying to look for like evidence and wonder what the fuck was going on.
When you found out that Jobe was Josh Doug, did that make any connections? did that make a difference? Did you see any kind of correlations with that?
Well, it confirmed what I suspect, that Jobe was not his name.
That is a dumb name, so yeah.
And the fact that like his name is different. I mean, I had the J and the O in it, so I guess it wasn't far off.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact he was lying about who he was in terms of like a fictitious name kind of made me feel like, I mean, I knew that like the modeling thing was bullshit, the Kamala Harris thing was bullshit, and now I found his name is bullshit. So it's like, who is this guy? Like I knew he was somehow working with production or somehow involved. I don't know if it was like a fan of the show who just got on, or like working with production, or he's like somehow somehow involved. But I didn't realize he knew more about Fishtank than what he let on, and that his whole pretense of just being a chill, random male model wannabe who came on the show was bullshit. So I was trying to figure out what his deal was. And he also seemed really unbothered and untethered by all the weird shit that was going on in the house. I was like freaking out, like, what the fuck's going on? He just seemed super chill about it, as if he like knew all this already.
One
So
of the
that was
other
like,
questions we're getting a lot of, you had the pleasure of being brought outside during the middle of the show, and you got to meet, you got to meet Xavier. You got to see a new area that nobody else got to see during the show. What was that experience like? Did you think that like it kind of played into the show itself? Did you think it was something separate? Like what were your thoughts on that, and how was that experience?
I thought like maybe I was being moved to a different house, so to speak. They kept making this reference to House 2, House 3, and House 5. And when they brought me into the shitty place with Xavier, Raven's blood, and the sort of sorcery shit, I was like, is this House 2, the next phase in whatever Fishtank was? So it was just interesting, although it was like dramatically different from what I thought it was. I mean, they kept saying House 2 was bullshit, but yet they were also gaslighting me, but making it seem like it was legit by the way they keep referencing all the time. So I was confused. So when they brought me outside to shit, I felt like, oh my god, is my time in Fishtank ending? Am I moving on to the next level? But then I didn't go back to shitty, and the whole thing was kind of like dropped. So I thought this was like maybe an aborted arc, so to speak. So
I believe they sent you a piece of paper that had a photoshopped picture of me in a nursing home.
Yeah,
with a bunch of old people, and it said it was from the Fishtank in 1970.
Yeah,
that was like what? Because like,
yeah, one of the things you said, Burt, was that Fishtank started in 1970, and we were in the 54th season of Fishtank, and that Frank had won the first season of Fishtank, and that Jeremy Gold won the second season of Fishtank.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
Yeah, that was something I was realizing did not make logical sense, but I feel like I should just play into it anyway, because clearly the TTS was telling me this shit, and also the papers I was receiving of these alleged seasons. I thought maybe, like low-key, there might have been some version of what we were doing that has existed maybe since the 1970s, but I didn't think that it was the actual full-blown fish tank. Maybe like an initial concept, and then maybe it just over time developed into the fish tank it is today. But yeah, but all the stuff about the male dating experience and all the seasons, it sounded like I was like, this sounds like nonsense, but like it's interesting nonsense. So I'm gonna like try to read into it. But then Nifty explained that like the 1970 season they had in season 2, and I was like, okay, now the 1970 makes sense, because like I felt Nifty was telling me the real ish while production was trying to gaslight me with all the nonsense. So I trusted her opinion over productions and also all these weird notes I was receiving. But I realized that like if production was giving me these like breadcrumbs to follow, this was something that clearly they wanted me to do for like, I guess, entertainment value. So I just played along into it. Similar like to the Donald Trump phone call thing. I knew that was bullshit. Kept saying it was real, so I was like, okay, since they keep saying it's real, I guess I should just play into it, act like it's real. Like most of the time, I was just playing into what they were trying to get me to do. They would give me like leading clues or like hints on like how I should act or behave or react, and I'll just go into it because clearly this is something that I feel like production felt like would be ideal for me to do.
Get more questions from chat. Burt, what was the hardest challenge or moment you had to deal with during the show?
The challenge, I think that was probably the most emotionally traumatizing, was probably the cell challenge. And that one was like, me not sleeping, me getting frustrated, and then the whole fighting Sybil with the fish thing, like that was just too much all at once. So I kind of like broke down a bit, and I say what I was doing after I noticed that Alexis' wild behavior got him popularity with the fans and it made him favored by production. I was studying like how his manic, zany behavior seemed to be like what the producers were looking for in terms of like shock value entertainment and zany like excitement. So I kind of fucked with my medication a bit to put myself into more like a hypomanic state, so I can be more energetic, engaging, stimulated by like the slightest sound and lights, so I can be kind of like more of like a zany, cartoonish caricature of myself, so to speak. Like basically all the things I did and said were like things I normally do on some level or used to do back when I was like a teenager, just amplified to cartoonish extents for the sake of entertainment. Because it was the goal of the show is to be the most wild, crazy, zaniest, shock value type of character out of all the other contestants in the show to win. So I strategized to play that part, taking clues from TTS and production to really hone in that character, give myself signature bits and gestures to make myself distinctive among the other contestants.
Does that play into you picking up your half-eaten hot dogs out of your own vomit and then eating them?
Yeah, I was trying to like make sure like I consume them like because I was like some of them that didn't go fully in my throat, so I like make sure I like consumed them. And also I can tell by that challenge the benefit of that, or like the point of that, was the gross out factor. The shocking shock value gross out factor of that challenge was what they were looking for. So I had to just be as kind of like disgusting and gross as possible. I think I even shit my pants a few times, but yeah.
Yeah, why did you shit your pants? How did that happen?
You blow up all the toilets too.
You shit your pants multiple times?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel like one of the protein shakes that Connor made me during the whole poker bet thing we were doing, like betting on stuff. I mean, I'm not totally sure. Maybe someone can confirm that maybe there was something in the protein shake that he whipped up for me that made me shit my pants, or it could just simply been milk. Milk. I mean, I'm a lactose intolerant, so that probably could have been the thing that made me shit my pants.
If it was cheap protein, probably.
Was that the only time you shit your pants?
3 times.
I think I shit my pants like twice or 2 or 3 times.
Was one of them anything to do with the incident where you ate the burger that I believe Alexis made you?
I think so. I think one. Yeah, it was like.
Not even here to defend herself now.
Yeah, I feel like some of the food I was eating in the fish tank probably just didn't sit well with me and just like caused me to shit my pants. I mean, as gross as it was, I felt like if that happened, hell, that's great content. Like we have to be entertaining, wild, and zany, and like jackasses on occasion. Like so, as long as I don't mind any embarrassing moments, as long as they came off as entertaining and engaging to fans, then I'm cool with it. Because the point was to be entertaining and engaging.
Another question from our chat, Burt. This one's just really, really random, but I kind of love it. Burt, who smelled the worst on the show out of everybody?
Who smelled the worst?
It may have been Burt.
Just say Binx, Burt. Just say Binx.
Nah, Burt used to just
Luke?
smell like lotion.
Yes, Luke.
Honestly, in the cell, it was between Burt and then that plate of slop they gave Mizzy at 2 a.m. But you were good. You were using the dude wipes, and that helped a lot.
Oh, I'm so thankful he had those dude wipes.
Yeah, those dude wipes were a fucking lifesaver.
Your interactions with Luke were so good, especially after the fake ending of the show and you wanting to pack up all the Pepsis into your suitcase and all of that jazz. Is it possible that we may see like a buddy cop short with Luke in the future, maybe?
Oh, that would be definitely cool to do. I think we have like great like comedic chemistry, like comedic timing, bouncing off each other or contrasting personalities. So I feel like that would be cool to do like some type of spin-off project together or like an independent project together. I guess both in the lead.
A fish tank gumball rally would be really good. You and Luke in a car going across the country would be fucking amazing. That's what
I'd watch that.
That would be so good.
With TTS popping off.
Oh my
Fuck
god! Like you and Luke were like magnetic together. You had like such good chemistry. It was so funny. It was like a Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do like that. Oh, that dynamic. like two people of contrasting physical appearance and personality traits doing like an odd couple situation where they just bounce comedic vibes off each other.
Did he ever actually upset you when he was doing like his sort of shtick, or were you like, okay, I'm gonna play into it, like this is my role, like I'm a bisexual black male who's proud, and then like he's the sort of like, you know, antithesis of that.
Since I knew that Luke was an actor from the first iteration, I realized that anything that he was doing was just to play into the entertainment value of the show. So I just like ran with it and kind of like bounced off his energy, so to speak. I mean, I knew not to take anything too seriously with Luke since he was confirmed to be an actor, not a contestant. So it's like anything he did, I
don't think that's really Alex.
No, it's not
acting.
Yeah, you two were. That was like probably one of the highest points I think of the season is what I watched. It was at the end, right before the RV. It was you two just kind of like being the last two in the house, just kind of like as the transition. You two were really good.
Yeah. The thing with the whole ending, the false ending, where it's like Binx won, I kind of low-key realized that could not be true. This was just more nonsense. But then, yeah, but then when Luke would not leave, he was just around me the whole time while I was like ranting and kind of going nuts. It's like, why is he still here? I even kept asking repeatedly, like, what are you still doing here? But I was like,
do you guys want to say hi to Alex?
He's here?
It's not real Alex. It's not real
Alex.
Burt, a lot of
That is
you know,
not
obviously
Alex's
we had a
account.
beautiful, and a
sure?
lot of us watched it live here. We had like a fade to black moment. They hand you the check with all the zeros written off. It was a beautiful moment. You know, what we see of you last as the audience is you being left in the desert. And a lot of people were concerned that you are still in the desert and that they left you there. Can you maybe kind of elaborate on what happened in the minutes after the RV got stuck, and you know, after the show ended officially, what happened to you? How did you get home? What was your last few days kind of like?
Well, after the whole ending, I felt like, okay, haha, I got it. You know, the check was $0, left stranded in the desert. You guys can come back and get me now. Then it like 5 minutes passed, no response. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, is this a challenge? Do I have to find my way back to the hotel, to the RV, or maybe back to Jersey? I was like, kind of like low key freaking out. Like, I was getting really fucking cold outside. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, hello? I kept like talking like out loud, thinking that someone from production would hear me. And then finally Vance came and he was just like filming me and staring. I was like, that's not to make things sexual or whatever, but like, can we just cuddle? Because I just feel like really cold and someone to warm me up. And he kind of like laughed a bit. And then they finally I think the other people from production kind of got me, and we went back to the van, and then I saw that like it was Binx, Luke, and Mizzy also came back to the van, which surprised me. I thought they were like eliminated, so to speak. And then I think the RV got stuck, and then we had to go to a different RV. Went back to the hotel. Then we had a buffet dinner. Finally got some sleep, and then that's when the next day we departed, and I went to the airport to get my plane back to Jersey, and I came to Jersey like almost midnight Jersey time.
Binx, I'm not making this interview about you. Did they drop you off the street prostitutes?
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
It left me with the lot lizards, but it wasn't on stream live. But Vance does have the footage, so you'll have to wait 5 years to see it again.
Excellent.
Burt, fuck, marry, kill Jet, Ben, and Sam.
Ooh.
Marry, Jet, Ben, and Sam. Okay. Probably fuck Sam, kill Jet, marry Ben.
Good choice.
That is the right answer. I think too.
Why would you kill Jet?
That is the right answer.
OJ fooled me with that Alex impression shit. I mean, I kind of low-key knew it wasn't really the real Alex, but I had no idea it was fucking Unibrow the whole fucking time. I was like, what the hell?
Unibrow.
Burt, who was your favorite person to think about when you were birding off?
I was being spit on my drink, you fuck. Jesus Christ.
Burt, I have a question that somebody asked me to ask. So there's a lot of people of all sexualities in the Fishtank fandom, right? People of all walks of life. One of the questions that was DM'd to me was to ask you, what do you think of the trans community?
I'm really supportive of people who identify as trans. I've even had relations with people who are trans. Mostly with trans men, as in born female, identify as male. Occasionally with trans women, but I have no negative feelings about people who identify themselves as trans. I know that some people, like myself, or most people like myself, are lucky to be born in gender that they correlate with, and then some people are not so fortunate to be in the gender and then be the biological sex of something that misaligns with their true gender. So therefore I have no negative feelings about trans people, and I feel like they should live their lives the way they feel is right for them to live.
What do you think about femboy twinks?
Hell yeah.
They're my jam.
What?
Your jam.
Hey, how you doing?
Just a little bitch I can fuck around with, but not trying to be abstain from sex. It's just but back in the day, it's just nice to mess around with them.
What do you think of TTS?
I guess to Burt and Binx, I know Joby's answer, but obviously you guys were kind of living in hell being filmed for over a month. How has it been readjusting to normal life? Do you guys feel normal again? Is it going to take time? How are y'all dealing with that?
Jesus.
I miss my house.
It's not your house. Your home.
It's too scary out there. I don't like it.
Burt, how do you feel coming home?
I kind of low key or maybe high key missed the TTS, the constant responses. I guess I got so used to it, it was almost addicting to talk to TTS and hear the new types of questions and responses from the TTS. So it's kind of I miss it a bit.
Burt, you can get that here. You can get that right here, buddy.
I mean, you couldn't be.
Burt, did you get annoyed when you were birding off and people would keep interrupting you? Was that frustrating?
That was really frustrating. I feel like maybe the TTS kind of alerted to the.
They were telling people what was going on, and they're like, "Oh, let's go bother him."
Yeah, they would shove a camera in your face. Actually, there was one point where people were kind of pounding on the door, and you were like, "The fuck! I'm trying to relax." Everybody.
My favorite bird off was when Jet and Ben told you the bedtime story, and your underwear was around your freaking ankles, and they slammed the door, and they told you this long ass story, and they left, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then immediately started fucking going crazy on it.
Oh, I do have a question too as well. With are you uncomfortable with puppets? Because you did run away from the puppet guy. Or were you just
was that real?
Sam told me that there was something creepy about the puppet guy, and I should run the fuck away from him as far as possible. So I just hid in the bathroom B3. But I had no problem with the ventriloquist guy. I was just following the instruction based on what Sam told me to do.
Okay, so there's no aversion to puppets or anything. That was just you hamming it up for whatever he told you to do.
Did you bird off to the puppet guy?
No.
Burt, why did you hide when the police came?
That was because I didn't know what the fuck was happening, because it was. I mean, I just assumed that
it was really funny. You were there's a shot of you standing straight up with your arms by your sides, hiding behind the door.
Well, didn't you say there was a possibility that this could have been a sting operation to capture people who were involved in some sort of nefarious sex things?
Jim O'Hara.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, what's up with
like,
that?
well, I
yeah,
assume
these white people are trying to kill me.
Hold on, let Burt talk.
Oh, I assume like maybe they were like trying to capture like a violent criminal or like or a drug possession or something of that sort. Like I didn't understand why the police were here on the like second or third day we were at Famous House. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, and I don't know how to explain to like the police that why I'm in the random mansion that I've never been before, why I don't have my phone with me, and why and to tell them like I got casted on a reality show like 3 days ago and told to come here with no phone. It's like to actually explain this to the police will be really weird. And since I was the darkest black male there, I feel like I would probably be most likely to get in trouble. So my instinct was just a panic.
But a lot of past season contestants will report this thing where after the season ends, they still kind of feel like they hear the TTS. They still feel like they're being watched from cameras. How much are you suffering from that? I'm wondering.
Now actually I'm kind of like suffering, I guess, like a little bit withdrawal from the TTS. It was like as soon as I feel like, as soon as it's like I'm waiting around in silence, waiting for it to like give a alert, and I realize it's not there anymore. And I guess I have to like also like kind of get out of the mentality of like I'm being filmed 24/7, because sometimes I feel like I need to watch what I'm doing or saying because I think I'm being filmed. I realize I'm completely alone.
Have you had any fish tank dreams?
I usually don't remember my dreams, so if I did have any dreams, I probably would not remember. Although I do remember my time in Fishtank like vividly, especially during like the last 4 weeks.
What did you think about Jeff? Because I remember you and Jeff like in bedroom 3, like I think he sucked your nipple. And like, I think you sucked his toes, and like it was getting crazy in there. You're both in your underwear, sitting on the bed when you were trying to get him not to drink. I was scared.
The thing is, like, I didn't understand if he was like doing a bit or like if it was genuine.
No, he was not doing a bit. He talks about sucking dick more than anyone ever, I think, on the show.
I thought it was like a character, like just signature character bit he was doing, like how I was doing my signature character bits with stuff. So I was kind of like just playing into it, but I didn't believe it was like super genuine.
What about the shoe smelling?
Oh, I did that for 2 reasons. One, I was trying to like ham it up for the camera. Since it was, like,
okay, I don't know about that. I don't know if the shoe smelling was not a bit. Come on, Burt. The shoe smelling was not a bit. It was funny. It was funny and crazy, but I don't think it was a bit.
Oh yeah, it was genuine.
You liked my feet.
Yeah. I also wanted to like exaggerate it for like the full view of the camera.
Because I think at that point you hadn't slept in maybe 36 hours, and I watched some clips from that, and it seemed like you were hearing TTS messages that weren't coming through, like you were hallucinating TTS messages.
Yeah, I think I got so used to it that like it felt like weird when it wasn't like playing, and then I was just like like phantom like messages.
Well, I thought you were hallucinating because you hadn't had any sleep. Because at that same time, you like wrote a long message on a piece of paper and you sprinkled pee on it, and you had also peed into like a liquor bottle, and I think you left it on the bar. And then the production came and got it and took it away because they thought that if people saw it, they would be freaked out.
Like I was trying to like be gross, creepy, and like
it was awesome. You did a really good job.
Yeah, because I realized like gotta be like wild, zany, and a little nutty to win this. Basically, because I know they kept repeatedly saying that we're too boring, that we need to be more.
That is true.
So I was trying to think of like ways to like spice things up, especially during the downtime when everyone was sleeping and I was like still awake. You know, I realized that there were probably still fans watching the show late at night when everyone else is sleeping. So like, I felt like this was the perfect opportunity. Like late at night when everyone was sleeping and I was awake, or early in the morning when I'm sleeping, it's a perfect opportunity to shine since I'm the only one that's active around the house.
Is that what inspired you to bird off initially? Like, what was the reasoning behind that first bird off?
First bird off, that was just me just being like a little stressed out, being in this new place with a bunch of random strangers I know nothing about, and I was just feeling horny, so I just like birded off, like not realizing that I would be watched by like God knows how many people live. It was just something I thought to do. Like when I go to a hotel for the first time, or like on the first day after I arrive in the hotel, relax a little, bird off in the hotel bed, and then continue about my day.
Right, that's the first thing I always do. So you absolutely did not know that was live that first time you did that?
You got to break it in.
I did not realize that I was being watched live in front of like God knows how many people. I assumed that when the production came in with the video camera, like with the actual camera in my face, that's the whole filming, and everything else we were doing is just out like basically off screen or like on the cutting room table. And I assumed the cameras were there just for like security purposes, which made the whole police.
There was one time you birded off with the plush dinosaur, and that was crazy. I thought.
Oh, yeah.
That was a crazy bird off maneuver.
The TTS mentioned it.
Whose dinosaur did that belong to? Was that Binx's?
Was it Old Man with Coin?
Old Man with Coin. Stop.
Or Binx Night?
I think it was Binx's dinosaur, and I think she probably got it back, but I don't know if she was
I don't
aware
think she
of
wants it back.
what happened to it.
Might have been Mizzy's.
Burt, you found out you.
With the coin.
What's that?
Mizzy was the one who got gifts from Old Man with a Coin.
Yeah.
Like,
that's her mod.
Stuff too, and I think Old Man with Coin actually had me and Mizzy handcuffed after my big confrontation with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burt, when you
I liked
found
when
out
you were
were
knocking on the glass while Mizzy was in the litter box, and you were just standing there with your eyes bulging out of your head, like ominously knocking and just like staring at her. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that's so good.
Burt, when you found out that you were being watched as you were birding off like live, did that change any of your thoughts about birding off in the house, or did you not care? Or how'd you feel about that?
Yeah, notice you continued.
It was genuinely like, oh fuck, really? But it's like, oh well. I mean,
Did you enjoy it in a way? Did you like being watched as you were birding off, or was it just kind of a circumstance of where you were?
Since I noticed that, like, since the first week or two, I did stuff without realizing I was being watched. A lot of the weird, like, awkward or like cringe things I did has already been exposed to whoever the audience was. So I figured like there's no point in like just stopping it or because like fuck, they already seen all this weird shit. So I might as well just like continue it if either for the audience engagement or exaggerate it for comedic effect, or just keep it going because it's something I like to do. Like birding off, something I just enjoy doing. So I just kept on doing it. And sometimes I would like play a little into it, like be a little exaggerated with it for the audience engagement.
I have one last birding off question. Did you ever think about Jeremy?
Sam?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. I mean, like,
what do you rate Sam on the attractive scale?
The Richter scale.
1 to 10.
5, I guess.
Okay.
Fair. Mid. That's mid. All right.
Hey, I have a question for Burt and Binx. Were you surprised at the turnout at the Ball Brothers concert and meeting all your fans? Like, how did that feel to finally see all these people excited to see you?
For me, it felt really like this became real. Like at first I thought, what kind of show are we on? Like what's going on? Like I did receive a bunch of gifts, but it didn't hit me that it was like like an international thing, like everyone everywhere, because we were just in one state and there were so many people there that drove from other places. So I was like, oh my God, if this is just a small part of this project, like this is crazy. So the reach really got to me, and I was really humbled by the reception by the fans.
Nice. And how about you, Burt?
What they said, I remember they kept saying in the Fishtank that I have a lot of fans. I kind of low-key didn't believe it completely, or I guess I didn't realize the extent of how far the fandom of Fishtank went. So like when I saw a lot of the fans at the Ballsburg concert, I was like, holy fuck! I didn't realize how popular I was, and then they're all shouting for me, like cheering for me. I was like, oh my god, I'm more famous than I realized. So like it was like the first time it really pointed on me that what we were involved in was something that was really important to people, even if it's like most of the time just plain nonsense. This is nonsense that people actually cared about and found entertaining. So I was like glad that I was able to make an impact. And then when they kept saying things like, "You're my favorite person. I endorsed you since day one. You saved the show," I didn't realize the impact like my behavior had on terms of like the ratings in the show and how the audience vibed with it. So I'm really glad that like I was able to like provide such great content for you guys, even if I was unwittingly not knowing what I was doing most of the time. I was just kind of like winging it, making shit up as I go along. I'm glad that I was able to.
You did great. You did fucking great. Everybody was
good,
telling
bro.
me that.
You're
You
good.
did great, man.
Yeah, you
Fucking
guys
great.
did absolutely amazing.
That was honestly when I got there. You were the first person I talked to with Ben about like how good of casting they did.
Yeah, I thought you were like a complete schizo.
It was so. I was like, I got there. I was like talking. I got there the night before I actually showed up, and like before they did the rug pull. And the first thing I talked about, I was like outside smoking a cigarette with Ben and my other friend who knew him. And I was like, first thing I wanted to talk about was you. Like, just how fucking crazy. When you were the prisoner, it was like the funniest moment I think of any season.
Were you guys doing it? Were you guys doing a Blade Matrix thing on purpose? You and Frank?
I don't think so. No.
You realize there's a ton of gifs and like,
Yeah,
like images
there is.
of you guys like
Yeah,
as
they're
in the
awesome.
Matrix. Like
They're really like they're so funny.
Got the Blade Runner edits.
Yeah, the Blade Runner one's the best with Burt, and then
Binx
there's
asked
Trump.
if there were any plans I didn't get to act on, and the one that I really wanted to do was to get Burt to flirt with Sam.
It's a shame we didn't get
I
to do
didn't
the.
get to do that. 'Cause
different
that would have been
timeline.
that probably would have been scary.
It's a shame we didn't get to do the handkerchief code too.
Yeah, well, at one point I had a handkerchief in my back pocket, but I don't think because you know about the hanky code, Burt.
Yeah, I think one of the messages, the papers I received, I guess from production fucking with me, was something about a handkerchief code, but I think I didn't read too much about that. I think one of those things like I think I lost the paper at some point. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to do hanky code stuff, but it just didn't work out.
You gonna do any other cosplays? I think you'd be good. Morpheus would be really good.
Oh, it'd be a beautiful one. Morpheus would be
Also,
beautiful.
Blade would be really good too. I think those two are like the next on your list as far as cosplays. Honestly, consider look up some Comic-Cons coming up. You do that, you get some people, you'd be like, hey, I'm
Morpheus
gonna be at this
Burt.
Comic-Con, you'll get a ton of pictures.
I would love 'em.
With, like Morpheus or Blade, without a doubt. New York Comic-Con or something like
Blade,
that.
don't do Morpheus.
I want to throw one more. I guess we'll do Joe, Binx, and Burt. You guys have had pretty much like a week off now. I think tomorrow, officially. Who do you guys miss the most, and who do you don't miss the most? All three of you.
For me, I guess of the contestants, I miss Alex the most. And then out of the freeloaders, I guess Connor the most.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess Luke. Actually, Connor and Luke.
Okay. All right, Binx. Who are you missing the most right now, and who are you just happy to be away from the most?
I'm always happy to be away from Symbol, but that's easy. That's an easy one.
Okay.
I'm also
Symbol
happy to be away
sucks. Symbol was so lame.
So lame. He tried to kill you, man. But I guess Connor. Connor would be a close one that I wouldn't. That's not Symbol, because he was kind of like loud,
What about Brandon?
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. I don't even count him.
Lie.
Oopsie.
No, I forgot he was a contestant since he was basically disqualified.
He did. He didn't really.
He doesn't really exist.
That's a good answer. No, kid. No, but who do you miss the most? Who is
So
like somebody
I
you miss
guess from production, I miss Luca the most because he didn't get to come, and then he didn't get to come like to Vegas.
Oh.
So he was the one that was left behind, and that was
Oh,
sad.
damn. Wait, why didn't he get to go?
He's
I
not a
don't know.
good
He had to
cameraman.
I think he was.
He was
running-
cleaning the house.
Yeah, doing stuff downstairs.
I'm serious. He was cleaning the house.
Are you dead ass?
And
He had to clean up the house.
it was bad.
So
From the contestants, though, I miss probably Jobe, but I get to talk to him all the
I
time.
wasn't a contestant.
Oh, Joby.
Sure.
Look at
Whatever.
Joby's face right now. Look at Joby's face right now. I love it. I love it.
Jobe is so fucking cool. I want to
He's
hang
so
out with
cool.
Jobe. I want to hang out with Jobe.
So,
You guys
Frank,
got too high expectations of me.
Frank, are you there?
All right, Jobe.
Wait,
I want you to
Wyatt,
finish it
Jobe?
off. Who do you miss the most, and who are you happy to be ridded from? I guess.
Or the regretted from?
Oh,
I
that
mean,
was bad wording. You know me.
It was funny to mess with Symbol when he was like, before he like stopped getting mad at shit. So, I mean, whatever. He's like, I guess rated from Symbol. I guess.
You
It's
and
a close
Jeff had a lot
time.
of beef too, though.
Yeah, but like, he wasn't really a contestant. He was just like there. You know, I mean,
Like Ian?
like yeah, he was yeah.
Ian was so
That
brain dead.
That Ian stuff, that was a total accident. That was
Really?
a total accident.
What do you
Yeah.
mean an accident?
Beautiful
Like,
accident.
It wasn't like. It was just
Damn.
like. It was just in the moment, man.
So are you saying that Ian was not expected to be such a dullard? And
Because
then he just-
I didn't know anything about season 3.
right.
You know, so I didn't know what Ian looked like. I didn't know whatever. When he came in, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna hang out." We had the same shoes and shit, same shoe brand. It's like, what the fuck? And then I guess I had the N-word slip when I was drunk as shit.
You do have that.
Yeah, we have a few clips of that joke.
And
I talked to Ian. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, you go ahead.
I talked to Ian right before he went up into the house in the basement, and he basically said he like didn't watch the show at all. He didn't know anything about the show. He didn't even go to the website. Like he didn't know that it was live. I think when he was in there, he said something about like this won't come out for 3 or 4 years. I think the only reason he went back was to flirt with Mizzy and try to ask Mizzy out. And then I don't know if you guys that were on the show know this, but at like fucking 3 a.m, they were both laying in their beds, in the bunk beds, and he like asked her to go on a date with him, and she like
That was
pretty
beautiful.
brutally rejected him.
Beautiful moment.
She rejected
Yeah,
him, and he was like, "Man, damn, you don't fuck with me like that."
He came in here,
And after
came
that,
in
he
here
was just like
after-
cooked.
After when he first left, he came in here and we were asking him who he thought the hottest girl on the show is, and he's like, "I ain't gonna say that, man. I'm just gonna be quiet. I don't wanna.
Don't say that shit around me.
Don't
man.
say that shit, man.
I was like,
Don't
"Is
say
it
that
Mizzy
shit
because
around
you're
me,
both in LA?" And he's like, "Nah, bro. I'm not saying nothing."
I'm not saying nothing, man.
Frank,
Very
real
good.
fast, and then I got a couple things I want to say. How good does Peyton throw punches?
Oh,
I think she probably did more damage than anybody's ever done on the show.
How does it compare to Taylor?
I don't know if Taylor ever punched me.
No, but she fucking hung on you, all that.
Yeah,
all
I mean
that
those
shit.
punches were pretty. They were pretty hard. I was just trying to like stay upright basically and not let my cig go flying. I think she hit the hardest out of anybody by far. It was kind of surprising too. I guess it was kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting her to just like.
I loved
start
watching
swinging.
that. It's so
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny to go back and watch.
How many
I
views did
think that was the only thing Peyton
30
did the
million
whole
at this
time she was
point?
there.
24 million.
Fuck, man.
Frank,
I
why
still
didn't they
ain't
do
got
cigarettes this season?
I don't know. I think that they were maybe not wanting people everybody to be smoking in the house or something.
Is it because
Honestly,
they
I'm not
bought the
sure.
house? Is it because they bought this expensive ass mansion and didn't want to?
I
Like,
guess I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do the cigarette.
Don't they
thing.
normally
I
flip the
think
houses?
they should have their own branded Fishtank cigarettes with like the fish logo on the box and like a little tiny fish on the cigarette. I think they should have Fishtank.
Do you prefer the smaller house?
Real fast, Bishop. I apologize.
My bad. My bad. You good?
Burt, do you have to go?
Yeah, 1 a.m. I have to like kind of like sign off. Rest.
Okay. Well, in that case, before you sign off, I do want to thank you for coming in. This server is there's a plethora of useful information here and useful people here. It's also a bit of a cesspool, but we like it that way. If you ever need any help, you can reach out. There is a special chat just for people who are directly tied to Fishtank, where you can communicate. You can promote your channels here whenever you go live. Notifications will come up and such. That goes for you as well, Binx and Jobe. But before we let you go, I do have two people. One was a very big pay pig for you, Burt. That is a person who donated a lot of money. We're going to bring her in. And then another one is a very huge fan of yours who has been begging me to talk to you. So,
well, sweet.
Yeah, just got to kick somebody here. Hold on.
Kick Big Daddy Lugnut.
Fuck you, Josh.
Yeah.
I almost
Fuck you, shit.
Ban him. Ban him.
Yeah, ban me. I deserve it.
In the meantime, I want to ask you about my favorite moment of you in the season, and that was during the hide and seek thing when you absolutely slammed into the glass door. I'm wondering how much that hurt, if there were any after effects of that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I was just trying to like hit the door a little bit to like mimic one of my favorite scenes from Scream 4, where the killer Jill, played by Emma Roberts, slams her face to the glass painting of the wall. But I guess I went way too hard with it and I knocked myself down accidentally. Like I was just trying to like hit it a little bit. I was like, oh fuck. It was like knock myself out. I got back up and just kept going because I had to stay in character.
Burt, I'm your biggest fan. I spent like $500 in TTS to try to keep you going. I wanted to know if it was helpful at all.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think the thing with TTS, it's hard to distinguish which people are sending which message, since I guess there's not really signed. But if your messages were helpful, I mean, your messages were helpful, like I guess like help me figure out the game and understand the concept of the show. So I appreciate it so much.
My brother is also autistic and schizoaffective, so I wanted to like really root for you and like pull through and tell you like keep kicking your brain's ass and all this stuff. I'm like so happy to talk to you, basically.
Is he single?
And thanks, I want to like kick your ass, but I think I could get over it.
Oh.
Thanks. Yeah. There's actually been a romance in this server between me and a guy in Germany, and I'm actually going to visit him in January. And we wanted to know if you'd wanted to come to our wedding.
Or come to where?
Our wedding.
You're getting married.
You could be my best man.
Wow, I'm flattered. When is the wedding? Like what date?
We'll work that out later. We'll let you know. I also just wanted to
leave Burt alone.
For being so entertaining and filling up my days. It's been really.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Hold on. And then lastly, our boy Clyde. We all love him here.
Is Clyde here?
You're gonna love Clyde.
Yeah,
Clyde here. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Hold on.
Oh my God, Clyde's here right now. I can't believe this.
Godspeed, Clyde, our king.
I'm so excited.
Where's Clyde?
He's
we all love
Clyde.
Burt,
Turn on your cam, Clyde.
We all love Clyde in a way that we all love you.
Amen.
Hold on, I think he needs perms. He's been bothering.
He's been asking all day. He's been banging at the door all night.
Can we get him mic'd up?
Yeah, we're working on that just right now.
Okay.
Just working on.
He's been keeping the haters away from the server. I've been in the other chat. He's keeping them at bay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, Clyde's the best.
I'm curious about like your future husband, your fiance, how he can you describe him?
Yeah, he thinks you're really cute.
Love him.
He thinks you're really cute. He's really he's like super
We got a
adorable.
threesome going on.
He's really big into the Berlin
This
clubbing.
is very Jobe
We'll all
right
get
now.
into a room together. Yeah, we can get you into Bergen and shit like that. You know.
Yeah, really big in the Berlin clubbing. Very exotic.
Feel like you'd love
Yeah,
that.
Clyde, your bike's good.
One of those Walmart clubs.
Now, Clyde.
Clyde's here, guys.
That's where the
Clyde,
wedding's
you're here.
gonna be. Yeah.
Talk, Clyde.
Cam up, baby.
Clyde,
can you cam up?
Oh, what's going on?
I can't see Clyde's
Clyde
picture.
here.
Burt is gonna fuck your husband.
Yeah, I would let Burt fuck my husband.
In front of
Oh, yeah.
In front of her.
I mean, if you can send a
I'll
picture of
film
him,
it.
I can send it.
Yeah,
Well,
Clyde.
wait, no,
We'll get production in here.
Stuff.
I'm trying to abstain from sex, so like we could hang out, but I'm trying to like abstain from sex for like as long as possible.
Well, we're
And
both
also-
bisexual, so I mean, we could all have a great time together.
Stop tempting Burt. Honestly, Burt is on a new path. Burt has actually been reborn, not as a bit. Burt is turning over a new leaf.
Clyde's never gonna live this down if he
He's
doesn't.
gonna be a
show up.
straight, beautiful man now.
Yeah.
I support Burt in
Conversion
anything he does.
therapy. It's conversion therapy, or he has to pick a side. He's straight or he's gay. Bisexuality doesn't exist.
Sexuality is fluid, I believe. Where do you think
No,
you
it's
stand on the
not.
Kinsey
What the
scale?
fuck?
Burt can only be one of the two, and that's what the show's taught us.
I've never
No,
thought about it.
where do you think you are on the Kinsey scale, the psychological?
I tried to.
Goodbye.
Clyde's never gonna live this down.
I respect you for doing it.
This is the first Clyde L.
She's gonna try and have her wedding at Burricane, and they're gonna let the husband
Come
in,
on,
and
Clyde,
then
we believe in
she's
you.
not gonna be allowed in.
Okay.
There's no way. in
I guess
hell
Clyde doesn't want to talk. I guess.
Clyde's got stage fright. He's been bothering us nonstop.
Damn.
Everybody pray for me right now.
I want to
Sam.
say personally, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a good sport and answering questions. And again, as Shit said, congratulations on the win. I don't think there's a single person who has ever watched a show who says you don't deserve it, because you fucking do, man. You gave it your all, and you came out victorious, and you will go down in Fishtank history. I think it's probably the greatest contestant of all time, and I would say the most infamous winner of all time too. And whatever you're doing next, man, people are going to be watching. People are going to be there, and you stayed inside and you got famous, man.
You
And
did great, Burt.
That's the win. That's the win right there, bro.
Yeah, we love it. Remember, in one of the confessionals, I said that I was gonna make my statement here on the show and be remembered for generations to come. So they finally came true.
You did that, man.
I would 100% tell my future kids about you. That's for sure. That's without a doubt. Yeah, you
Bert,
were.
before you sign off, can we get a live rendition of Stacy's daughter, please?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stacy's daughter never got me harder. Her tight pink pussy just gets me hot and bothered. Stacy, can't you see? It's not wrong if she's 18. I know that she's your daughter, but that just makes it even hotter.
There we go. We got
Oh my God, Burt.
Hell yeah. Go Burt.
Been a while. Been a while since you heard that.
I can't believe that.
You should sing that at the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, Clyde's here. Clyde's here.
There he is.
Clyde's
What
back.
about Stacy's father? I saw the Stacy's father one.
Stacy's dad?
Yeah, oh yeah, Stacy's
Clyde's not
dad.
here.
There you
Clyde's
go.
not here.
Get him in here real fast. I gotta make room.
Please, we gotta get
Hey,
him in here
really quick, could you do me a favor? Can
We're
you?
good,
My
man.
friend sent you the wrong Discord
we gotta have a
invite
clear
yesterday.
bite. Hold- there-
Can you just
we're-
say "fuck Clinton" really quick?
Come on, that's all we need.
I need to get somebody.
Yes.
out
Can you say
here.
"fuck Clinton"?
Don't do it, Burt.
Don't
do
worry.
it, Burt.
Don't worry. Everybody hates Clinton.
This isn't a cameo.
Fuck Clayton.
You gotta pay $50 if you want Burt to give you a
That's
personal
right.
message.
That's right.
Clyde, hurry up, Clyde. I'm kicking you, Joey. I'm sorry, homie.
Frank, accept my
real,
friend
bro.
request.
Get in here, Clyde.
Let's be buddies.
With other former fish tank.
Have a nice night, Burt. Sleep
Try
tight,
to-
buddy.
Take care,
Thank
Frank.
you. I'll wait like about 2 more
Yeah.
minutes.
Somebody's
fair.
gotta
That's
make
fair,
room. Clyde's got to get in here. This is utterly important.
We have to make this
He will
happen. It's
have a
not.
literal meltdown. If you get kicked from the room, do not come back into the room.
So yeah, that's a rule you can enforce, huh?
Or I
That's
sent
a
you
rule I will enforce.
Do you still use that same? I probably shouldn't say it. Bert, I sent you a friend request. Trying to hang out.
Oh, thank
at the end
God.
of the month,
There we
like
go.
January.
Clyde, turn your camera on. Say hi to your king.
Clyde.
That's your shot.
Turn your
Yo,
camera
Clyde.
on, buddy.
Yo,
Yeah,
Clyde.
we can hear you, Clyde, buddy.
Here he is.
There he is.
There he is. He's on cam.
There we go. Clyde.
Holy shit.
Clyde, ask him your questions.
Yeah, Clyde, ask Burt your questions, buddy.
Why do you sleepwalk at night when you were in the house?
Why do you sleepwalk? Fucking Christ.
I guess like it was like my first time in a new like place and with a bunch of strangers. So I guess I got nervous and then I think maybe my subconscious was maybe like walk through the house at night. And also I normally have some difficulty sleeping, but I take supplements to like control it. But then when I realized I need to act a little bit more zany to be entertaining and memorable to the audience, I purposely fucked with my medication and supplements so that I can be more energized and it will keep me awake at night.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Clyde, are you related to John? John Tent?
No, but I've been trying to get on Fishtank. I was going to sign up for this season, but it won't let me.
Oh,
I don't know about that, buddy.
We'll see what we can do, Clyde.
I've been trying to get on Fishtank.
Clyde, you had one more question for Burt, right?
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Hey, Bert, do you think you can help me work out one day?
Well, good luck with that one.
Oh, workout.
Good
Can you get like exercise routine?
You didn't get me to do one pull up.
Yes,
Good luck.
I like that because I'm fat and people call me ugly.
No.
Oh, bro.
No, I have autistic and special needs.
He's a high value individual.
No way.
I'm sorry, I feel like the connection might be dropping.
Yeah.
He's probably in.
You don't have to lie, Bert. Just go to sleep, man.
Poor Clyde.
All right.
Good night, Bert.
Good night, Bert. Thank you for everything, Bert.
Good night, Bert.
God bless you on all the
We love
future
you,
endeavors.
Bert
We love
clan
you.
out. Bert clan out.
Thank you for all your time
Bert
tonight,
clan
brother.
out, man.
Top.
Godspeed. Bert on, brother. Bert on
Urban
for us.
Thug.
Bird, I'm gonna reach out to you soon. We gotta make plans.
Oh.
I've got some other former fish tank people who want to hang
I'm
out.
Bert. I'm mad that you didn't respond to my Twitter message.
Okay.
Was that? Oh, okay. I'll try to like respond to like I got like so many messages. I gotta respond to all of them at some point. So I'll try to reach out to each person to the best of my ability, especially the ones for the contestants relates to Fish Tank as well as the interview requests. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to hang out with you guys on Discord, and I appreciate you guys being patient with me. So I'll sign up for
Thank you for being patient with us.
Yes, Bert.
Yeah, man.
We love
Thank you for
Bert.
everything.
You're the
We
winner,
appreciate
Bert. You're
all
the
of it.
everyone. Round of applause for Bert. The season 3 winner of Fish Tank.
Yeah,
the season
man.
3 winner of fucking Fish Tank right here. Godspeed, Bert.
Yeah, bro.
I would clap at you.
Godspeed.
We love you, Bert.
Bert.
I love you, Bert.
I love you,
I
Bert.
love you.
Cheers. Cheers to Bert.
Cheers,
Go, Bert.
Cheers to Bert.
I'm gonna bird off in your honor tonight.
Frank,
We're all gonna bird off for Bert tonight. We're all gonna bird off for Bert tonight.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out too. It's nice talking to everybody.
Have a good one, Frank. Thanks for being here, Frank.
Yeah.
Keep passing, brother. Keep passing.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to
Thanks,
Sean
guys.
Pollock. Shout out to
Shout
Sean
out to
Shout
Pollock.
out to Sean Pollock, Wyatt,
Shout out to-
everybody. Y'all are great.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Holy shit, bro.
That was
What the
amazing.
fuck?
That was
Holy
amazing.
Beautiful. That was
fuck.
beautiful.
God damn.
God
That was
damn.
insane.